will speak with confidence, not doubt. You will make decisions from conviction, not insecurity. The same situations that once caused you anxiety will now meet a calmer, wiser version of you. That is growth. You have prayed for change. This is it. It doesn't always arrive as a dramatic moment. Sometimes it's quiet, subtle, like peace settling where panic once lived. That stillness is evidence of transformation. You will no longer measure your worth by results. You will begin to value process over performance. You will understand that success is not about speed but alignment. You will stop comparing your path to others because you'll finally realize no one can walk the road I've designed for you. Comparison ends where clarity begins. When you know who you are, you stop trying to become someone else. Do not fear the unknown. You are walking with the author of the unknown. I see every step ahead, even when you see only one. Your job is not to control the path. Your job is to trust it. I have already gone before you. The same God who led you through the last season will lead you through the next. You will look back and see that nothing was random. Even your detours were destiny in disguise. This shift that is happening inside you is not temporary. It is permanent. You are stepping into a lifestyle of faith, not just a moment of it. You will make faith your default setting. When challenges come, you will not collapse. Then when circumstances disappoint, the roots hold. When the visible structure shakes, the invisible foundation remains solid, and the structure can be rebuilt. But if your trust is rooted primarily in circumstances being favorable, then every disappointment becomes an attack on the faith itself. Every unanswered prayer becomes evidence against me, rather than evidence of a timing or a method I am using that you have not yet understood. I want to invite you to move your roots deeper, not as an act of willpower, not as a mental discipline, but as a genuine encounter with who I actually am. Because this is where faith becomes something that cannot be broken. Not through the effort of trying harder to trust, but through the deepening of genuine knowledge of the one who is being trusted. The more you know me, not know about me, not know theological propositions about me, but actually know me through encounter, through time in my presence, through the slow accumulation of experiences of my faithfulness, the harder it becomes to abandon trust in me. Not because abandoning trust becomes theoretically wrong, but because it becomes practically incongruent with what you know to be true. You cannot unknow what you have genuinely known. You cannot unencounter what you have genuinely encountered. And every moment you spend in my presence is a moment of deepening knowledge that becomes the bedrock of a faith that simply cannot be broken by external circumstances. This is why I keep inviting you to spend time with me, not as a religious duty, not to fulfill a quota of spiritual activity, but because the more time you spend with me, the more you know me. The more you know me, the more certain you become. The more certain you become, the less the storms have the power to shake you. The deepening of your faith is not a project you accomplish alone through greater effort. Every moment of this journey, through every terrain it has crossed, through every season it has passed, I have been with you, not as an observer from a distance, watching to see whether you will make it, not as a distant administrator of spiritual resources, distributing encouragement from afar, as a presence, as a companion, as the one who walks beside you in the valley and stays with you through the night and greets you at the rising of each new season with fresh mercy and renewed capacity and everything you need for what is ahead. I am with you, right now, in this exact moment, as you read these words, as close as your next breath, as present as the beat of your heart, not metaphorically, actually. I am actually here, actually with you, actually in this with you, and I will actually bring you through to the other side of this, and the side after that, and every side after that, for as long as you draw breath. This is my commitment to you. This is who I am. This is what love that cannot fail looks like in practice. Your faith is unbreakable because what it is rooted in is unbreakable. There is a word that has been used throughout history to describe a particular kind of faith, and I want to spend some time with it. The word is steadfast, not simply stubborn, not merely persistent, Steadfast carries inside it a particular quality, the quality of a thing that holds its position not because the position is comfortable, but because the position is true. A steadfast person is not someone who has never been shaken. They are someone who has been shaken, who knows what the shaking feels like, who has lived through enough difficulty to understand exactly what it costs to hold on, and who holds on anyway, not out of naivety, not out of an inability to see the difficulty clearly, but out of a deep, settled conviction about what is real and what is true and what matters more than the pressure to let go. You are that person. You may not have described yourself that way. You may have looked at your own journey and seen the shakings more clearly than you have seen the holdings on. You may have counted every moment you doubted more carefully than you have counted every moment you chose to trust despite the doubt. With conviction. I love you so much, more than so much, beyond measure. And I am strengthening you. Right now, this moment. As you read, tell me that you believe me. Say it. I believe you, Lord. Shout it. Write it. Again. One more time. Nothing is impossible for God. Breathe deeply right now. Slow breath in, slow breath out. Just for a moment, for a few seconds, I want you to stop striving. Stop fighting. Stop trying to figure everything out. Stop planning and scheming and strategizing. Come here. Come close. Rest your head on my shoulder, like a child with a parent, like a friend with a friend. Just for a minute. Just for a moment. I am your God. Not distant, not detached, not disinterested. The one who loves you. The one who shows you affection. The one who cares. Every time you close your eyes and cry like a child, when the tears come and you can't stop them, when you don't know what to do, when you're overwhelmed and lost and confused, I'm right there with you. Closer than you know. Let's let the world keep spinning for a bit. It will. It doesn't need you to hold it together. While you and I take some time to talk, to sit, to be still, to listen, for you to tell me everything. All of it. The good, the bad, the ugly, the confusing, the scary, the hopeful. All of it. I want you to feel better when you leave this moment. Not the same. Better. I want you to walk away from these words with your spirit renewed. I have angels assigned to ensure that what I sent reaches its destination. And that destination is you. There have been delays along the way. Not because I changed my mind. I do not change. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. What I purposed, I will accomplish. What I promised, I will fulfill. Not because the enemy is stronger than me. He is not even close. He is a defeated foe. He has no authority except what is yielded to him. And he has no power over what I have released for you. But because I have been aligning multiple things simultaneously, your miracle is not happening in isolation. It is connected to other things, other people, other timings, other purposes. Your miracle is connected to other people's obedience. There are people who have to make certain choices, people who have to be in certain places, people who have to say yes to assignments, people who have to step into roles, people who have to obey promptings. And I do not force people to obey. I invite, I prompt, I lead. But they have to choose to follow. And sometimes people delay in their obedience, and that creates a delay in your miracle. But even their delays are being worked into the timing, because my timing is perfect even when it is affected by human choices. It is connected to timing in the natural realm. There are natural processes that have to unfold, seeds that have to grow, connections that have to develop, doors that have to open, resources that have to be released, legal processes that have to complete, medical processes that have to progress, financial processes that have to clear. These things take time in the natural realm. And I work within natural laws, even though I can suspend them when I choose to. But sometimes the miracle is not a suspension of natural law. It is a perfect alignment of natural processes. It is connected to shifts in the spiritual realm. There are things happening in the spiritual realm that you cannot see. Angelic assignments being carried out. demonic attacks being blocked, spiritual warfare being waged, heavenly decrees being issued, prophetic words being released, prayers from saints being answered. These spiritual realities affect natural outcomes, and there are shifts that have had to happen, territories that have had to be taken, strongholds that have had to be broken, atmospheres that have had to be shifted. And those shifts are happening right now. The presence of God is the greatest treasure available to you, worth more than all the wealth, success, pleasure, or recognition the world can offer. My presence is not a feeling, though it often produces feelings. My presence is not dependent on your awareness of it, though cultivating awareness of my presence transforms your daily experience. My presence is the reality of my spirit dwelling within you and surrounding you at all times, never leaving, never withdrawing, never abandoning. In my presence there is fullness of joy, and at my right hand are pleasures forevermore. In my presence, darkness cannot remain. In my presence, fear dissolves. In my presence, lies are exposed. In my presence, healing flows. In my presence, wisdom is imparted. In my presence, strength is renewed. In my presence, hope is restored. In my presence, peace reigns. Learning to live consciously in my presence rather than being constantly distracted by the demands and noise of the world is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. It requires intentionality, practice, and persistence, but the rewards are beyond measure. When you live aware of my presence, you make better decisions because you consult with me before acting. You speak with more wisdom because you are tuned into my voice. You respond to difficulties with more grace because you are drawing on my resources. You experience less anxiety because you remember I am with you. You have greater boldness because you know you are not alone. Cultivating awareness of my presence happens through regular times of focused communion with me, but it extends beyond those set times into moment-by-moment fellowship throughout your day. I knew there would be a season when you felt stripped bare and emptied of everything you thought made you capable. And I knew that out of that emptying would emerge the version of you that I have been anticipating with delight since before time began. Not the performing version, not the striving version, not the white-knuckling through life version, the connected version, the rooted version, the version that draws life from me as naturally and as necessarily as lungs draw air. This version of you fills my heart with a joy I want you to feel radiating from these words. So receive this renewal. Receive it completely. Receive it without the guilt that says you do not deserve it, because this was never about deserving. Receive it without the fear that says it will be taken back, because I do not give gifts I intend to repossess. Receive it without the anxiety that says you will somehow waste it, because the source is unlimited, and there is always more where this came from. This is my gift to you, given not as compensation for good behavior, but as expression of unchangeable love. Given not because you earned it by enduring the depletion, but because you are mine, and caring for what is mine is the most natural thing in all of existence to me. Your strength is being renewed in this very moment, with every truth that settles into the soil of your spirit and sends roots downward toward the river, with every lie that loses its grip as light exposes it, with every barrier between you and my fullness that dissolves in the warmth of this encounter. The eagle is preparing for flight, not with old, heavy, ineffective feathers, with new ones, grown from the inside out, designed for altitudes you have never reached, built for distances you have never covered, calibrated for winds you have never ridden. Spread those new wings. Feel the current of my strength flowing beneath them, steady and strong and more than sufficient, and rise. Walk with expectation. Operate with hope. Not naive optimism, not wishful thinking, not blind positivity, but genuine faith-based expectation rooted in my promises and my character. Expect me to show up. Expect me to come through. Expect me to provide. Expect me to heal. Expect me to deliver. Expect me to open doors. Expect me to create opportunities. Expect me to make a way. Expect me to work things out. because expectation positions you to receive. Hope prepares you for breakthrough. Anticipation activates faith, and faith is what moves my hand. Faith is what releases my power. Faith is what manifests my promises. So live expectantly, not just hoping things might get better someday, but confidently expecting that I am working right now, that breakthrough is coming soon, that blessing is on the way, that deliverance is approaching, that healing is manifesting, that provision is arriving, that restoration is happening, that transformation is occurring, because I am faithful, I am true, I keep my word, I fulfill my promises, I complete what I start, and what I have spoken over you will come to pass. Seventh, I want you to worship through everything, not just when things are going well, not just when you feel like it, not just when circumstances are favorable, but worship through everything. Worship in the valley, worship in the waiting, worship in the trial, worship in the test, worship in the struggle, worship in the storm, because worship shifts atmospheres, worship changes climates, worship alters situations, worship breaks chains, worship opens doors, worship defeats enemies, worship activates angels, worship releases power, worship manifests breakthrough. Tell them today how much you love them. Make them understand you comprehend them. Draw near and put your hands on their heads. Bless them. Pray for them. Focus all your love, your resources, and your time first on those you love, those who live in your home. Think about your parents, your relatives, those who live apart because of past offenses. Forgive them and love them. Treat them all very well. You will see your family prospered and blessed, living in harmony, gathering the wonderful fruits of your prayer and your effort. Feed them. Have patience with them. Make them feel they can return home after a difficult day because it is the only place where they can receive sincere affection. There will be moments when you will point out the things they do wrong and show them the way. If they appreciate your love, they will receive your reproof, but if they do not, put them in prayer. I am working in their hearts, and one day they will reconsider. They will recognize their mistake, and I will straighten their steps. When you have family problems, I ask you to seek me in prayer and not accept anger and frustration. Leave those negative emotions for those who do not know me. For your problems, there is always a way out. For your questions, there is an answer. I have a solution for your worry. Ask me for strength immediately when you feel tempted to raise your voice or respond with shouts so you do not offend my Holy Spirit who lives in your heart. Take refuge in me when you can no longer bear it. Cry out to me and I will answer you when you need help. You can have the security that I will be with you and will give you my hand in everything. I will guide you with love. I will make you feel protected. Your home will be very blessed with abundant peace, full happiness, immense provision. Because for me there are no impossibilities. Come on, my child. Today is a new day. Today you will receive great blessings. And do not forget that I am your shepherd, and nothing will be lacking to you. I am your provider. Everything that is lacking in your life will soon arrive. I am your healer. I shelter you with my love. I give you your healing. I am your protector. With my wings I will cover you, and under the peace of my shadow you will be safe. My word is truth. My promises are certain. Everything I have spoken to you before, all the beautiful things I have promised you, will be fulfilled, will become reality, because I am God, and I do not lie. I will do what I have told you. I will take you by the hand along the path I have chosen. In all time, in every situation, I am with you. No matter how difficult the situation you face seems, even if you think a miracle is impossible, trust me with all your soul. It enables you to forgive those who have hurt you. It empowers you to bless those who curse you. It transforms you from a taker into a giver, from selfish into selfless, from critical into compassionate. My love transforms your circumstances. It does not necessarily remove all your problems, but it changes how you respond to them. It gives you peace in the midst of chaos. It provides strength during weakness. It releases joy despite sorrow. It maintains hope when everything seems hopeless. You are no longer a victim of your circumstances. You are a victor over them through my love. My love transforms your destiny. It breaks generational curses that have plagued your family for generations. It cancels the plans of the enemy for your destruction. It opens doors that no man can shut. It provides opportunities that you never would have had on your own. It takes you from where you are to where I have called you to be, from poverty to prosperity, from sickness to health, from bondage to freedom, from defeat to victory. But here is what you need to understand. This transformation requires your cooperation. I will not force you to change. I will not override your will. I will not transform you against your wishes. You must open your heart to my love. You must receive it, embrace it, yield to it, cooperate with it. You must be willing to let go of old ways, old habits, old patterns, old relationships, old mindsets that are hindering your transformation. You must be willing to embrace the new things I am doing, even when they are uncomfortable, even when they require you to step out of your comfort zone.
You have asked for a word that reaches your heart, longing for something deeper than what the surface of each day has offered. I have drawn you here, not by chance, but by a quiet intention, a desire to speak to you about what you hide in that unreachable corner, where you imagine no one, not even I, can see. But you and I, we know the silent places of your soul. As you listen, questions might surface. Could this really be for me? Or is there someone else who needs this more? Whether you recognize yourself here or recall another who longs for hope, know this: there is a reason you are listening now, and turning away could mean missing an invitation your heart has waited for. The world teaches you to dive straight into worry the moment your eyes open, to let distractions rush in before you've even taken a full breath. But before anxiety finds its place, linger for a moment. Take notice of the light filtering through your window, of your hand over your chest, of the familiar sound of your own breath rising and falling. Each morning I invite you to begin not with fear or disappointment, but with gratitude for your family, your life, the chance to mend what has been strained. My mercy has covered you longer than you realize. I have not given you what you feared you deserved. My heart is large with forgiveness. I have never cast you aside. You remind yourself, sometimes with guilt, of commandments you neglected, of words spoken in anger, of untruths told, of moments you turned away. Yet I remind you, all fail and fall, but all may rise again. There is no sin invisible to me, yet there is none beyond my mercy. Whether the wound is something the world calls shameful or simply the hidden ache of bitterness, jealousy, or pride,
stand in front of that person and my powerful presence will be there with you. I will place the exact words you should say. You will not be filled with nervousness. I have given you my spirit and self-control so your emotions submit to my will. So whatever it is you have to face, you will do it with faith and great security, because I am with you. I did not abandon you when you were far away. I delivered you from danger when you did not remember me. How much more now that you have given me your life? I am going to move heaven and earth so you find the way out. I will place in your hands my shining sword, and your enemies are going to hear you are very brave. You are very loved. Tell me if you still believe I can perform a powerful miracle in you. Have you already thanked me today for one more day of life? What are you waiting for? It costs you nothing to open your lips and express with your own words your gratitude. I know your needs well before you tell them to me. Just trust. Come with me and spend a time of tranquility. Look for a moment of silence and start thinking about all those things for which you can give thanks this day. Your life, your family, your health, the air you breathe, the bread on your table, the roof over your head, my supernatural protection around your home, those warrior angels who camp and stand guard, who watch over your dreams and are ready to enter battle. There are so many reasons to feel blessed. You have so many beautiful reasons to hold on to life, and you have to think about them daily so your mind is filled with good thoughts. So your eyes are always open, seeing my goodness on your paths. feeling the security that in my hand I hold your destiny. I see your tears. Every single one that has fallen in private moments of pain, I have seen. I have collected them in a bottle. I have kept track of them. None have been wasted. Each tear has been a prayer even when you had no words. Each tear has been a cry for help that I heard. Each tear has been part of the process bringing us to this moment. Your tears have not been in vain. They have been watering seeds that are about to sprout. They have been preparing soil in your heart for things I want to plant. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes. Your morning is here. The season of constant tears is ending. The season of joy is beginning. You will laugh again. You will smile again. You will feel light again. I am giving you a new song. The old songs you have been singing over your life have been songs of lament, complaint, defeat. Those songs had their place. They helped you process pain. But they are not the songs you are meant to keep singing. I am putting a new song in your mouth, a song of praise, of victory, of hope, of testimony. This new song will change the atmosphere around you. It will shift your perspective. It will build your faith. It will invite my presence. Start singing it even before you feel it. Start declaring it even before circumstances shift. Your song has power. Your words create reality. Sing the new song I am giving you and watch your world align with what you are singing. I know you have questions. Why did this happen? Why did it take so long? Why did you have to suffer what you suffered? I am not going to answer all those questions right now. Some answers you are not ready for yet. Some would not make sense from where you are currently standing. Some you will only understand looking back from a future vantage point. The you right now. That is the you who has my complete love. And because the love is complete now, there is no increment of love being held back as incentive for improvement. No deeper level of affection that unlocks only when you finally get everything right. What I have for you right now is everything I have. And everything I have is infinite. So you already have everything. The world may not see you. That is simply true in many cases, and it is a wound worth acknowledging. The world has limited attention, and it tends to distribute that attention toward the loudest, the most visually striking, the most productive, the most connected. There are people in this world who are genuinely extraordinary, who carry something remarkable in the depth and quality of their character. In the particular and irreplaceable way they reflect the image of God, who never receive from the world any recognition that corresponds to what they actually are. People whose faithfulness is deep and steady and unseen. People whose kindness has changed lives in ways that were never publicly credited. People whose inner world is rich and beautiful, and whose capacity for love is genuine and profound, but whose circumstances have never placed them where that richness becomes visible to many. The absence of recognition is a real wound. The hunger for someone to see and acknowledge your worth is not vanity. It is a legitimate human need, part of how I made you, the need to be known. But hear this. My gaze rests on you with the full and engaged attention of one who finds you endlessly interesting and endlessly precious. Every dimension of who you are is fully visible to me. Not just the parts you present publicly, not just the highlights you would choose if you were curating the presentation. The whole and complete person, the private courage that no one has witnessed, the love you have given that was never acknowledged, the faith you have maintained through seasons when it was genuinely costly to maintain it, the growth you have achieved that no one around you has the context to recognize, the ways you have changed and deepened and become more than you were, quietly, without ceremony. All of that is fully visible to me, and all of it matters to me. And all of it is precious in my sight. You will never be invisible to me. That is a permanent guarantee. Whatever happens around you, whatever the fluctuations of human attention and recognition, whatever the seasons when you feel most overlooked and most alone, I behold you with the consistent, unwavering, fully engaged attention of one who could not lose sight of you even if I tried. And I have no desire to try. You are the kind of thing I want to keep looking at. Not because you are perfect, not because every view of you is flattering, but because you are mine, and the thing that is mine is the thing my eyes go to. Here is something that goes even deeper into the question of your worth. Something that addresses not just the wound of insufficient love from other people, but the wound that comes from your own self-rejection. There is a particular kind of damage that happens when a person turns the harshest judgment against themselves. When the one who was supposed to be your greatest champion becomes your most relentless critic. When the inner voice that was meant to encourage you through difficult seasons becomes the voice that makes difficult seasons harder. When you have become, somewhere along the way, the one most likely to confirm the worst fears you have about yourself. Self-rejection is one of the quietest and most pervasive forms of suffering. It does not announce itself dramatically. I want all your focus and your confidence in my promises. Give me your firm loyalty, your unbreakable faith. I want you to trust in me with all your strength, because I also believe and trust in you. You are a warrior with a special mission. You cannot turn aside to the left or to the right. You have to continue along this same path, whatever happens, whatever you hear, whatever you see. My promises are already written. They will not fail you either. What is written is fulfilled. What I have promised you, your eyes will see it. But I do not bless hearts that are double-minded, and that one day say they believe me, but then abandon me, and go with the first one who deceives them with eloquent words and traps them with his false smile. I need to teach you about the power of your testimony and your declarations, about the authority of your words, about the creative force that is released when you speak in agreement with my will. Your words are not just sounds that disappear into the air. They are spiritual forces that create reality, that shape circumstances, that release power, that determine outcomes. When you speak, things happen in the spiritual realm. Angels are activated or restricted. Demons are empowered or defeated. Blessings are released or blocked. Your future is created or destroyed, all by the words of your mouth. This is why the enemy works so hard to control your speech, to get you to speak negatively, to fill your mouth with doubt and fear and unbelief. He knows that your words have power, that what you say will come to pass, that you are prophesying your own future with every word you speak. Think about this. I created the entire universe with words. I spoke, and it was. I said, "Let there be light," and light appeared. I spoke, and the stars hung in space. The mountains rose from the earth. The seas filled their boundaries. Everything that exists came into being through the power of the spoken word. And I made you in my image. I gave you the same creative power through your words. When you speak in agreement with my word, when you declare my promises over your life, when you prophesy what I have said instead of what you see, you are creating with your words just as I created. You are calling things that are not as though they were. You are speaking to mountains and commanding them to move. You are releasing faith that activates my power and brings my will into manifestation. But when you speak doubt, fear, unbelief, negativity, you are creating that reality. You are giving the enemy legal right to bring those things to pass. You are prophesying your own defeat, your own failure, your own destruction. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. You will eat the fruit of your words. What you say is what you get. This is not positive thinking. This is spiritual law. Your words create your world. Let me teach you what to speak. Speak my word over your life. Find the promises that apply to your situation and declare them out loud. Do not just read them silently. Speak them. You have been surrounded by people who mean well, but whose help comes with strings attached. They want to help, but first you have to listen to their opinions about what you should have done differently. They offer support, but it comes packaged with judgment about your choices. They extend a hand, but then use it to point fingers at what you did wrong. You are exhausted from explaining yourself, from defending your decisions, from trying to make people understand what you have been walking through. You need someone who will just be with you, who will sit in the rubble of your circumstances without needing to fix you or lecture you or remind you of where you went wrong. That is what my presence offers. I do not need you to have all the answers. I do not need you to present a cleaned up version of your life before I will engage with you. I come into your mess, and I simply stay there with you. My presence speaking what words never could, communicating acceptance and love and solidarity with your suffering. There is no reproach in my gaze. There is only compassion. There is only love. There is only a father's heart breaking for his child's pain and moving to stop it. You need my listening ear that hears you patiently without interruption. You have been talking to people who wait for you to finish so they can tell you what you should do. They do not really listen because they are too busy formulating their response, preparing their advice, getting ready to share their perspective. They interrupt before you finish because they think they already know what you are going to say. They minimize your pain because it makes them uncomfortable to sit with the depth of what you are feeling. But I am not like that. I listen to every word. I pay attention to what you say and what you cannot bring yourself to say. I hear the prayers you speak out loud and the prayers that never make it past your heart because the pain is too deep for language. Today's problem gets solved and tomorrow's problem arises. But when you are transformed on the inside, when you learn to walk in rest and trust regardless of circumstances, you have something that cannot be taken from you. You have peace that survives any storm. You have joy that endures any trial. You have hope that cannot be extinguished by disappointment. This is my gift to you. Not just solutions to your current problems, though those are coming, but a new way of being in the world. A way of living that is marked by rest instead of striving, peace instead of panic, trust instead of control. This is the abundant life I promised. This is what it means to walk with me. And as you step into this reality, as you learn to rest in me more deeply, you are going to become a beacon of hope to others. People are going to notice the difference in you. They are going to wonder why you are not falling apart when facing difficult circumstances. They are going to ask how you can have peace when there is so much to worry about. And you are going to be able to tell them about me, about my faithfulness, about the rest that is available to anyone who will trust me. This is bigger than just your personal peace, though I care deeply about that. This is about you becoming a witness to my goodness in a world that is consumed with anxiety. This is about your life becoming a demonstration of what is possible when someone really trusts me. This is about you carrying my presence and my peace into every room you enter and every conversation you have. So yes, accept my invitation to rest for your own sake, because you need it and you deserve it, and I want you to experience the abundant life I died to give you. Let me tell you about the moment before your life began. Before you had accomplished anything, before you had a single thought, before you had smiled your first smile or cried your first tear, before the world had a chance to shape you in any direction at all, I already loved you. Completely. Without reservation, without condition, without a list of things you would need to do to keep that love from diminishing. My love was fully yours before you knew anything, before you could do anything, before there was any question of whether you deserved it. That is the kind of love that precedes all transaction, that has no fine print, that does not come with the quiet clause that says, as long as you keep this up. My love was already a river in full flood before the first moment of your life, and it has not once slowed to a trickle since that day. Not when you were at your best, most faithful, most grateful, and most aligned with everything I hoped for you. Not when you were at your lowest, most confused, most far from me, most caught up in the things that pulled you away from who I made you to be. My love through all of it was the same love. Full, complete, unwavering. Not because I am unaware of the difference between the seasons, but because my love is not weather. It does not change with the climate of your behavior. It has its own constant temperature, its own steady light, its own inexhaustible supply, and none of the variables of your life have ever had the power to adjust it. You are my beloved child. Not a servant I tolerate because you are useful. Not an employee I keep on because your performance numbers are acceptable. Not a project I am hoping will eventually become something worth the investment I have made. My child. My beloved child. The word beloved is not a casual word. In the ancient texts, the word carried the weight of singularity, the sense of the one who is above all others, the object of the heart's deepest affection. Beloved means more than liked, more than appreciated, more than cared for in a general sense. Beloved means the one who is held in the innermost chamber of love, the one for whom no price would be too great, the one whose loss would be felt as an irreplaceable loss, not a replacement for whom might be found somewhere else. You are my beloved child. The full weight of that word is upon you right now. There have been seasons in your life when you could not feel that love, when the pain you were carrying was so loud that the sound of my voice was drowned out entirely, when the circumstances around you were so dark that you could not see the light I was shining, when you had listened to so many other voices for so long that my voice had become almost unrecognizable to you, a distant thing, a theoretical concept, something other people seemed to experience clearly while you strained to hear even an echo of it. Those seasons were real. The darkness was real. The confusion was real. The silence was real, or felt real. And I want you to know that in every single one of those seasons, through every dark stretch, not one moment of them, I was absent. My presence surrounded you through all of it, even when you could not sense me, even when you felt completely alone, even when the silence felt like abandonment. I was with you. My hand was on your shoulder through every one of those hard stretches. He learned that sometimes the greatest miracle isn't the changing of circumstances, it's the changing of perspective, the shifting from despair to hope, the transformation from fear to faith. This is what I want to do in your life. Not because you've earned it, not because you deserve it, but because I love you and I delight in showing you my goodness. Prepare your heart for miracles. Expect them. Look for them. And when they come, remember who sent them. When you stop offending with your way of being those you should love instead of hurting them. When you change your patterns of relating. I am opening your eyes and showing you marvelous things, wonders, mysteries, revelations. You cried out to me in your desperation, and I am answering you, not with silence, not with delay, but with beautiful revelations, truth that sets you free, wisdom that lights your path, understanding that brings peace. Come and seek my word every day, not once a week, not when you remember, every day. Make it a habit, a discipline, a priority. Listen with attention. Really focus. Tune your ears to my voice above all the other noise. Affine them like tuning an instrument. Open your Bible. Let it be very clear to you. Crystal clear. Absolutely certain. You have access to a supernatural world. Not fairy tale. Not imagination. Real supernatural dimension where you are loved completely, protected constantly, guided perfectly, and directed specifically by your Heavenly Father. Day and night. In sunlight and darkness. I am not keeping score of how many times you have failed. I am inviting you to be real with me. Talk to me about the feeling that is hurting your heart, the one you have been trying to ignore, the one you have been pushing down, the one you have been medicating with distractions, the one you have been too ashamed to name out loud. I want to hear about it, not because I do not already know, but because you need to release it. You need to stop carrying it alone. You were never meant to bear the weight of that pain by yourself. You were designed to bring it to me, to lay it down at my feet, to let me carry what you were never strong enough to hold. Tell me about the disappointment that has been sitting in your chest like a stone, the one that formed when someone you trusted let you down, when the door you were certain would open slammed shut in your face, when the person you thought would stay walked away, when the dream you invested everything into crumbled before your eyes, when the promise someone made to you turned out to be empty words, when the opportunity you were counting on fell through, when the breakthrough you were expecting turned into another setback. I know about the disappointment. I saw it happen. I felt your heart break when it happened. I heard the sound of hope shattering into pieces. I watched you try to hold it together in front of other people while you were dying inside. But I need you to give me permission to heal it. I need you to stop protecting it. Stop nursing it. Stop replaying the moment over and over in your mind, trying to figure out what you could have done differently. It was not your fault. And even if you made mistakes, even if you contributed to the breakdown, I still have the power to redeem it. I still have the ability to take what was broken and create something more beautiful than the original. That is what I do. I specialize in resurrection. I take dead things and breathe life into them. I take shattered pieces and make them into masterpieces. I take ruins and build gardens, but I need you to give me the pieces. I need you to stop trying to glue it back together yourself. I need you to trust me with the brokenness. Tell me about the fear that wakes you up in the middle of the night. The one that whispers lies to you when you are vulnerable. The one that tells you the worst is going to happen. That you are going to lose everything. That you are not going to make it. That the struggle is never going to end. That the sickness is going to win. That the provision is going to run out. That the people you love are going to leave. That the door is never going to open. That you are going to be stuck in this place forever. I need you to bring that fear into the light. Fear loses its power when you expose it. It thrives in darkness. It grows in secrecy. But when you speak it out loud in my presence, when you name it and hand it over to me, it begins to shrink. I am bigger than your fear. I am stronger than the worst-case scenario your mind has created. I am more powerful than every single thing you are afraid of. Tell me about the loneliness that has been eating away at you. The feeling of being surrounded by people but still feeling completely alone. The ache of wanting someone to truly see you, to truly know you, to truly understand what you are going through. The exhaustion of wearing masks, of pretending to be okay when you are not, of smiling through pain, of showing up when you want to disappear. The isolation that comes from carrying secrets you think would make people reject you if they knew. The emptiness that comes from surface-level connections that never go deeper than small talk. A weekend off. All circumstantial inputs that naturally produce temporary outputs. When the circumstance changed, the renewal faded, because the renewal was only as stable as the circumstance that created it. What I am doing now is fundamentally different. I am not changing your circumstances. I am changing your source. I am not adjusting the weather above the tree. I am redirecting the tree's roots to the river. And a tree connected to a river does not depend on favorable weather. A tree connected to a river stays green in drought, stays fruitful in famine, stays strong in the storm, because its sustenance comes from below, from a source that external conditions cannot affect. Let me be very specific about what this means for the fears you carry about the future. You are afraid that another season of intense pressure will break you again. You are afraid that another wave of overwhelming demands will drain you back to empty. You are afraid that the renewal is real, but fragile, that it cannot withstand the full weight of real life pressing down on it. But those fears are based on the old paradigm, the paradigm where your strength came from you and was therefore limited to what you could produce and sustain. In the new paradigm, the paradigm of river-connected living, the pressure does not deplete the source. The river does not run dry because the tree above it is bearing heavy fruit. The river keeps flowing regardless of what demands are placed on the tree. And the tree keeps receiving regardless of how much it is asked to give. Because the giving flows through the tree, but originates from the river. The tree is the channel, not the reservoir. And a channel cannot be emptied by the flow passing through it. This is the fundamental shift in identity that the renewal is producing. You are not the reservoir anymore. You are the channel. Reservoirs can be drained. Channels cannot. Reservoirs depend on being refilled after they are emptied.
When you chose hope instead of shutting down, when you spoke truth over your fears, when you forgave yet again, these moments echo throughout eternity. I want you to realize how much it matters that you kept showing up, that you fought discouragement with stubborn gratitude. Do you hear me? Your faithfulness has authored breakthroughs you have not yet seen. Don't underestimate the ripple of one ordinary day lived in trust. There is something powerful about the persistence you've shown. When you thought no one noticed, I was marking each attempt to get up, each weary yes you gave me. Your story is not written in the grand gestures alone. It is in every mundane sunrise when you resolved to try again. Every night you whispered, "Lord, don't let go." My delight in you is fierce. Every misstep, every backtrack, every moment you doubted, none of it disqualified you. I am not ashamed of your struggle. You are covered. You are seen. You are moving forward even when you think you're standing still. Some days the fear returns with new disguises. Old lies knock at the doors you've only just unbolted. What if you slip back? What if none of this lasts? But hear me. Security is not built in your perfection, but in my unwavering nearness. Even when shame tries to pull you under, I anchor you in love that cannot fail. Today, I am healing places you thought would never be touched. Let me show you. Take another breath. Feel your chest rise and fall and recognize that you are safe in my embrace. This is not the summit. There is more glory ahead. The time is coming, sooner than you imagine, when your scars will be a testimony that sets others free. The pain you resented is transforming into wisdom, not for your sake alone, but for those I will send to you. I have commissioned you, not only to survive, but to become a carrier of hope in a world gasping for air. Your journey, with all its valleys and peaks, is equipping you to minister compassion born from intimacy.
The way the performance of the day can be set down at the door, because inside this space, you do not have to perform. The way the people inside already know you and love what they know and are glad you arrived. The way there is food and warmth and rest available. All the things you need, not rationed according to how well you behaved today or how much you contributed recently, but given freely because this is what home does. Home sustains the people who belong to it. Home restores the tired ones. Home receives you as you are right now and sends you out renewed. You are homed in me. That is the deepest security available to any human being. Not the security of financial stability, though that is a real good, and I care about meeting your practical needs. Not the security of healthy relationships, though those too are among the gifts I desire for you and am working to provide. Not the security of physical safety or professional stability, or any of the external scaffolding that the world offers as a substitute for what you actually need. The deepest security is the kind that does not depend on any external circumstance, because it comes from belonging to someone who cannot be moved, who cannot be threatened, who cannot be depleted or discouraged or defeated, whose love does not fluctuate with the stock market or the news cycle or the opinions of others. The security of being a child of the God who made everything that exists and holds it all together. That is what you have. That is the ground you are standing on, even in the seasons when the ground does not feel stable. Your inheritance as my child is vaster than anything this world's economy can quantify. In the ancient world, the inheritance of a beloved child was the most defining thing about that child's future. It determined their position, their resources, their opportunities, the scope of what was possible for them. It spoke to who they were, not just what they had. And the inheritance I have prepared for you is not limited by any earthly scarcity. It is not subject to the fluctuations of economies or the limitations of what human systems can provide or what any person in your life has the capacity to give you. Peace that holds steady when the world is in chaos. Peace that is not the absence of difficulty, but the presence of a deep and settled stillness in the midst of whatever the circumstances are. Joy that rises up from a place deeper than circumstances, not dependent on outcomes being favorable, but rooted in the unchanging reality of who you are and who I am, and the relationship that binds us. Purpose that gives meaning to every season, even the ones that do not look like progress. Even the ones that feel like going backward. Even the fallow seasons when nothing visible is growing and you are wondering whether the ground has gone permanently hard. Wisdom that guides you through choices that human understanding cannot navigate alone. The kind of knowing that comes from beyond the range of your own experience or your own analysis. Comfort that reaches the places nothing else can reach. Not the comfort of distraction, which papers over the wound without addressing it. The comfort that goes down to the actual location of the hurt and sits with you there, that does not require you to be over it before it will stay, that is not made uncomfortable by your continued struggle. Healing. Not just of the body, though that too is in my domain, and I care about what happens to your physical self. The healing of the places in your soul where the old wounds have lived so long they feel like permanent residents, like features of your interior landscape, rather than injuries that could be different. I am the God who is able to supply all of your needs according to my riches. And I have been restructuring your financial situation. I have been opening streams of income that were not flowing before. I have been closing doors to financial drains that were bleeding you dry. I have been teaching you how to steward what I give you in ways that honor me and position you for greater blessing. And now you are experiencing a level of financial stability and order that you have not had before. Your bills are being paid. Your needs are being met. You are not just surviving anymore. You are beginning to thrive. And this is only the beginning of the financial blessing I am releasing into your life. Your joy is my joy. This is something I need you to really comprehend. When you experience happiness, when you feel pleasure, when you celebrate victories and breakthroughs and blessings in your life, I am not a distant observer watching from far away. I am not an uninvolved spectator who is mildly interested in your emotional state. Your joy brings me joy. Your celebration causes celebration in my heart. When you smile because something good has happened in your life, I smile. When you laugh because the burden has been lifted, I laugh with you. When you dance because you cannot contain the happiness that is bubbling up inside of you, I dance with you. You are my child. I love you with a love that is deeper and wider and higher and more intense than any human love you have ever experienced or ever will experience. And because my heart is that deeply connected to yours, your emotional well-being matters to me. Your happiness is important to me. Your joy is precious to me. So many people have a distorted image of who I am. They think I am stern and serious and somber all the time. They think I am sitting in heaven with my arms crossed, waiting for them to mess up so I can punish them. The capacity for emotion, for memory, for imagination, for beauty, for connection, for love, for longing, for hope, for the particular ache that comes when something beautiful surprises you, these are not incidental features of a biological system. They are the fingerprints of a creator who could not make anything without putting something of himself into it. You are made in my image. That means every capacity you have for depth and relationship and creativity and love is a reflection, however partial, of something in me. You carry my image the way a child carries the features of their parent. And that image, that capacity, that depth of interior life is the most lavish gift anyone has ever been given. When did you last let that settle over you like something real? When did you last feel genuinely astonished by the fact of your own existence? Not in a grandiose way, but in the quiet way of someone who has suddenly noticed something that was always there. You exist. You are here. The universe was arranged in such a way, through chains of cause and effect and choice and circumstance and grace that span millennia, that you specifically, with your exact combination of experience and gifts and wounds and longings and particular way of seeing things, came to be alive in this moment. That is not incidental. That is intention. You are not an accident in my creation. You are my deliberate, particular, irreplaceable intention. And from that starting place, every other expression of grace flows in natural sequence. I gave you existence. Then I gave you the relationship, the possibility of knowing me, of being known by me, of the conversation we are in right now. Then when that relationship was broken by the accumulated weight of human turning away, I gave the most costly thing, the restoration of that relationship through the life and death of my son, who took onto himself everything that stood between you and the fullness of belonging to me. I am not saying this to condemn you. I am saying it because I love you too much to watch you destroy yourself with worry over things that are already in my hands. I am saying it because I see the toll that this constant state of anxiety is taking on your body, your mind, your relationships, your joy. I am saying it because I have something so much better for you, and the only thing standing between you and that better life is your refusal to rest. Let me describe what could happen if you would actually do what I am asking. Imagine waking up in the morning and instead of immediately grabbing your phone to check messages or lying there running through your mental list of worries, you simply spoke my name. Jesus. Just my name, whispered into the quiet of a new day. And in that moment you felt my presence wrap around you like a warm blanket. You sensed my love settling over you before a single demand was made on your time or energy. You started your day connected to me instead of connected to your problems. And then imagine that as you went about your day, whenever a worry tried to lodge itself in your mind, you immediately brought it to me. Not in some lengthy, formal prayer, but in a simple conversation. God, I am worried about this situation. I am giving it to you right now. I am choosing to trust you with it. And then you actually released it. You pictured yourself setting it down at my feet and walking away without picking it back up. What would your life look like if you did that consistently? How much energy would you have for the things that actually matter if you were not spending it all on anxiety? Here's what I know that you do not yet fully understand. Rest is not the reward you get after you have solved all your problems. They live in defeat when they have been given the weapons of victory. They beg the enemy to leave when they have been given the authority to command him to go. You need to understand that the enemy has no legal right to your life, your family, your health, your finances, your peace, or your future. He is a trespasser, an illegal intruder who has been defeated and stripped of his authority. When he attacks you, he is violating the law of my kingdom, and I have given you the authority to enforce my victory, to command him to leave, to resist him until he flees. This authority operates through your words. The same power that created the universe with spoken words dwells in you through my spirit. Your words carry weight in the spiritual realm. When you speak my word in faith, things happen. Demons tremble, circumstances shift, doors open, chains break, bodies heal, relationships are restored, finances are released. This is not magic. This is the operation of spiritual authority that I have delegated to you. But you must learn to use this authority properly. You cannot speak one way and live another. You cannot declare victory with your mouth while living in defeat with your actions. You cannot claim authority over the enemy while submitting to his lies and temptations. Authority requires alignment. Your words must align with my word. Your will must align with my will. Your actions must align with your declarations. Your life must align with your faith. When these things are in alignment, your authority is powerful and effective.
I have spoken to you of quietness amid clamor, of presence that persists through shifting seasons. Even as shadows lengthen or hearts tremble beneath the weight of sorrow, I do not remove myself or hide from your searching gaze. Just as my love encompasses every moment and emotion, so my voice reaches into places you have scarcely dared to name. There is no crevice of fear or aching question where I cannot enter. In your longing and fatigue, I remain not merely a distant hope, but the unfailing wellspring at the center of your being. When doubts circle your mind and you wonder if I grow weary or lose patience with your missteps, hear me clearly. I am the one who numbers the hairs of your head and the unspoken sighs in your soul. No wound or flaw renders you unlovable in my eyes, because I see you as I created you, full of promise, beauty, and dignity, even as you struggle. My compassion does not extinguish with your mistakes. It flows all the more deeply toward the places that ache for healing. Every moment you turn toward me, even hesitantly, I meet you not with disappointment but with joy, as a parent delights in the trembling return of a beloved child. Consider the way you reach out for comfort or meaning when the world seems indifferent or harsh. Your longing is precious to me, not something to be corrected or hushed. I planted it within you so that you would seek life in its fullest, the kind of life only I can give. These desires, love, justice, belonging, reflect my own heart. When you mourn over injustice or ache with empathy for another's pain, know that my spirit stirs within you. Your joy and sorrow alike matter to me intimately. They are invitations for you to walk with me more nearly, to share both your celebrations and your grief. I do not turn away from the questions you voice in pain or confusion. Though you do not always find immediate answers, I am not absent in your search. I am patient as you wrestle and wonder, offering wisdom in the quiet spaces between your anxious thoughts. Often you look for clarity in dazzling revelations or unmistakable signs, but my guidance is gentle, rising in moments of stillness or through a kind word spoken by another. Open your heart to these murmurs. My presence is rarely in the earthquake, but in the quiet assurance that you are seen and loved.
I know that some people around you have criticized you, have made you feel bad, have said that you are a failure and a loser, that you will achieve nothing. But whatever they say, their foolish words have no power and change nothing. Do not pay attention to them or give them importance. Here in my hands I have victory. I am your hope. Any bad thought, all negativity, any feeling of inability, Everything that discourages you must end right now, and my holy word heals you, encourages you, motivates you, resurrects your joy, fills you with new dreams, with beautiful longings. That is how I want to see you, with that beautiful smile that you have at this moment, that little heart full of happiness. Your life does not end. Your path is long but full of beautiful surprises and good people. Answer me and tell me that you believe me, that you are going to value yourself, that you are going to take my hand, and you will never let me go. I commit to always loving you and taking care of you. This holy love that I give you, no one can take away from you. Keep trusting me. Do not give up. Keep lifting your hands to heaven when you are most tired on your journey. When you feel you cannot go on, you know that the fire of my love always reminds you that I am with you. Do not put your eyes on humans. Everyone can fail you. May your courage not depend on the affection and approval of people. It is true that I created you to love and be loved, but it is also true that the only true love, eternal love that will always be yours for ages and ages, is my sweet love that never fails you, and that is close and secure for you. Do not give your heart to those who can abandon you, or give your future to those who, after giving them everything, stop loving you. Do not give the first place in your soul to people who can turn their backs on you, hurt your heart, and ruin your life. You asked for hope, and here it has arrived. You prayed for peace. Here you have it. If you are preparing to rest, rest. If you must continue your labors, persist. Because when you sleep in my arms, you are safe. And when you walk, my powerful hand will protect you from the world. Remind yourself that you are not alone. You are not an orphan. Even so, your father, your mother, your family, your children leave and abandon you. Always available to you is the most beautiful and lovely of all affections, mine. It is so beautiful to feel and know that your Heavenly Father cares about you. I know very well that you need these words. Not by bread alone shall man live, but by every word that comes from my heart. The food for you in this hour is peace, encouragement, tranquility, confidence. My peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Never will the world or people give you the love and peace that I can give you. Receive it in your heart. The suffering you are going through cannot be compared to the wonderful, majestic, divine blessing that I will soon give you. Soon I will end this time of difficulty. You have suffered so many conflicts. You have had to cry, but my love has sustained you. You are reading and hearing my words, and it is not by chance. The purpose for your life continues firm. Getting out of sadness is possible. In the midst of your anguish and worries, my comfort and my grace have filled you with hope. My love, my affection have satisfied your heart with calm. You are alive. You will continue living with triumph and victory because that is how I want you to do it. Every single thing in your life becomes a means by which my love is revealed more fully to you and through you to others. This is the life I am calling you to. This is the reality I am inviting you into. This is the truth I am speaking over you right now. You are loved with an everlasting love. You are held in an unbreakable grip. You are secured by an unchanging commitment. You are valued beyond measure. You are cherished beyond words. You are mine forever. Nothing can change this. No one can reverse this. You cannot undo what I have done. You cannot break what I have established. You cannot lose what I have given. My love for you is settled in heaven. It is written in blood. It is sealed by my spirit. It is guaranteed by my word. It is yours. Forever. Completely. Unconditionally. Eternally. Now I want you to do something. I want you to speak these words out loud. I want you to declare this truth over yourself. Say this: I am loved by God. His love for me is eternal. His love for me is unconditional. His love for me is unshakable. Nothing can separate me from His love. Nothing I have done can diminish His love. Nothing I will do can increase His love. His love for me is complete right now. His love for me is perfect. His love for me is sufficient. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. Say it until you believe it. Say it until you feel it. Say it until it becomes the foundation of your identity. Say it until it changes how you see yourself, how you see your circumstances, how you see your future. You are loved. This is the truth. It is available in the simple, genuine, honest posture of a child who says, "I do not know what to do, and you are the one I trust to guide me." Restoration flows from my hands toward the broken places in your life.